In 1999, a singer named Good Friday shared a chilling account of attending one of P. Diddy's infamous Freakoff parties when she was just 16 years old. According to her, this all started when she met P. Diddy at a record store where he was signing autographs. Despite being underage, she and a friend were invited to a party hosted by Diddy. Friday recalled the moment vividly, noting how her friend asked Diddy what hotel he was staying at, and Diddy instead offered an invitation to his party. When Friday expressed concern about not having IDs because they were underage, Diddy allegedly dismissed her worry, saying that he didn't check IDs at his parties. While Friday was initially hesitant and didn't think attending the party was a good idea, her friend managed to convince her to go, and even Diddy's security guards allegedly joined in on convincing them to attend. Once they arrived, Friday was introduced to a world that made her deeply uncomfortable. She mentioned that the party was split into two, the one they were currently attending, and another, more exclusive gathering they might be invited to later. What stood out to her immediately was that no one was allowed to have their phones at the party, and indicated that secrecy was key to these events. As the night progressed, Friday began noticing unsettling things. There was a locked room that no one was allowed to enter, and she believed this room was where the infamous Freakoff activities were taking place. Though she never actually saw what went on in the room, the implication was clear, and the energy surrounding it felt ominous. Outside of this locked room, Friday alleged that there was still plenty of inappropriate behavior taking place. She said there were many people engaged in sexual activity, though she clarified that no one appeared to be underage. Many of the people present seemed to be hired dancers or individuals who were there for a specific purpose, likely tied to the party's more adult-themed events. Throughout the night, Friday's discomfort grew. She described feeling objectified, as though she was just another piece of meat in the eyes of the other attendees. The atmosphere felt dehumanizing, and she quickly realized that this was not a place she wanted to be. The singer eventually decided to leave the party, overwhelmed by the environment and the strange energy surrounding the event. Her experience, although brief, left a lasting impression. Friday's story sheds light on the mysterious and unsettling rumors that have long surrounded P. Diddy's parties. Over the years, these events have been the subject of speculation, with whispers of inappropriate behavior and secretive activities taking place behind closed doors. While much of the conversation about these parties has been shrouded in rumor, Friday's first-hand account adds credibility to the idea that there was something deeply uncomfortable and potentially dangerous happening at these gatherings. The notion of a freak-off party conjures up images of excess, indulgence, and power, where normal rules of conduct are pushed aside in favor of hedonistic desires. Friday's story suggests that these parties were places where boundaries were blurred, and young women, even those who were underage, could be pulled into situations that left them feeling vulnerable and unsafe. The locked room in particular has become a focal point of the narrative, symbolizing the secrecy and potentially disturbing nature of what might have occurred at these parties. Friday never saw what was behind the locked door, but the mere fact that it was there, coupled with the strange energy of the party, gave her the impression that something far more extreme was taking place inside. Her decision to leave speaks to her discomfort with the entire situation, as well as her sense of self-preservation. She recognized that this was not a space where she felt safe, and the objectification she experienced left her feeling like she needed to escape. Friday's story serves as a reminder of the darker side of fame and power, where young women can find themselves in compromising situations, often with little control over what's happening around them. Her experience also highlights the importance of speaking out about these incidents, as it offers insight into the troubling dynamics that can unfold at events like these. While P. Diddy has not publicly addressed these specific claims, stories like Friday's add to the growing body of allegations and rumors surrounding his parties. Over the years, various reports have surfaced, suggesting that Diddy's events were places where excess and inappropriate behavior ran rampant. Friday's account is particularly notable because of her age at the time, just 16 years old, and her vulnerability as a young, up-and-coming artist in a male-dominated industry. Her willingness to share her experience is a courageous act, as it exposes the power imbalances that can exist in these kinds of environments. It also raises questions about the responsibility of those in positions of power, like P. Diddy, and whether enough is being done to protect young women from exploitation in these situations. Friday's story is just one piece of a much larger puzzle, but it adds depth to the ongoing conversation about celebrity culture, power dynamics, and the potential for exploitation in these exclusive, high-profile spaces. Whether or not more stories like hers will emerge remains to be seen, but her account serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and accountability when it comes to the behavior of those in positions of power.